Shame. Shame. Shame.
Okay, enough of that. You know what? I'll say it. But before I'll say it, you have to listen to my story, and only then you can judge me. Okay? I'll say it. I used AI, okay? I used AI to generate my imaginary twin. Yes, that's what I did. I'm an artist. I painted a lot of self-portraits. I did it in oil, in pastel, in charcoal, you name it. But I'm an artist. I need some inspiration. I need to grow up, to do something else, something new. So I typed in some prompts. You know, moody lighting, old soul, classic portrait, 17th century feeling. Midjourney gave me a handful of faces that never existed. Well, there was one that stopped me. It didn't look like me, but it felt like me, you know? So I took it. Not to copy it, but to interpret it. You know, I changed the structure, I added the shadows, I let my pencil decide what felt right. This wasn't mechanical, it was human. You know, every line was a decision, every highlight was an intuition. Yes, the reference came from AI, okay? But the drawing, that came from something else, something deeper. That was me, making sense of a face I never met, but somehow I understood. So the question is, does that count as cheating? Let me ask you, would Da Vinci have done the same? Honestly, I think he might have. Because artists have always used tools to push boundaries. You know, Vermeer used camera obscura, Caravaggio may have used projection, the Renaissance was full of invention. And Da Vinci himself, he was more than an artist, he was an engineer, an inventor, a problem solver. He built machines to study light and perspective. He sketched wings and gears before anyone else imagined flight. So is this really so different? I mean, we use Photoshop, Procreate, digital brushes, AI masks. Are those cheating? If I take a photo and paint it, is that not still art? Well, here's how I see it. I didn't ask AI to make art for me. I asked it to spark something in me. And Midjourney gave me a ghost, a visual fragment, a feeling. But it didn't give me what you see in this drawing. It didn't give me the graphite, the texture, the time, the smudges, the edits. The idea came from a prompt, okay? The truth came from the pencil. That's not cheating, that's collaboration. Well, art has never been about tools alone. It's about how we choose to use them. I chose to explore, to slow down, to make the marks myself. I chose to find a story in a face that never lived. And that, well, that is kind of magical actually. This isn't a self-portrait, but it felt personal. It felt like meeting someone who only exists in my imagination. I called it the imaginary twin, not because he looks like me, but because he reminds me of the part of myself I rarely acknowledge. Now, while I drew him, I started to wonder, is he who I was? Who I could have been? Is he a memory, a shadow, or just an idea? Art let us ask those kind of questions without ever needing a clear answer. It lets us meet ourselves in unfamiliar ways. So no, I don't think I cheated. I think I created. And I used every tool I had to do it. So what do you think? Is this cheating? Or is this just what making art looks like today? Would Da Vinci have used AI? Would you? Now you let me know in the comments. I'd really love to hear your perspective. And if this video made you think for a moment, consider subscribing. There's more to come. And thanks for watching.